Hey guys, Nick Ringus here with another video for you, another open book agency video, and just an update from today. The first thing is I had a GGOB Coach Training called Leading the Game. It was a level 2 implementation guide or walkthrough, basically playing the game. So I shadowed a coach that was working with a company out in Indianapolis, and they were rolling out level 1 of the Great Game of Business, which mostly includes only the design team. And the design team is a team of people, not just leadership, not just executives, but hopefully and usually we like to have somebody from all areas of the company involved in the design team. And as long as they show the core beliefs of great game leaders, and then they share the characteristics, and they show some leadership ability or qualities, and they want to do it, we put together these people into a design team so that they can roll it out and teach others how to play the game. But they're the ones designing the game, level 1 implementation. And what I shadowed was the design team creating the game for the rest of the company. So the first, I think it's about 3 months, about 90 days of coaching is just creating the game with the design team. And then at the very end of level 1, and I will be going back to Indianapolis for this, is an all-team launch where we launch the game to the entire company and tell them what it's all about and show them how to play the game. But today's training was about level 2 implementation, which is taking it from that point to for the next 6 or 9 months, and depending on the size of the company, and showing the rest of the company how to play the game. So it was all about creating leaders throughout the company, and that was the training. That's what the training was about. And the majority of it was going through the 4 characteristics of a great leader, the core beliefs that all great game leaders share, and the GGOB 4 pillars of leadership. And a leader must be, and we'll go through that in a minute here. But the success of great game companies seems to be directly proportional to the leadership team possessing these qualities. And if they don't possess these qualities, then the implementation suffers and the success of the business with the great game suffers. And I saw that with myself when I rolled out the great game. Some people on the design team weren't bought in, and they didn't share these beliefs or these characteristics, and it didn't get off to as fast as a start that we would have liked. It would have gotten off to a faster start if everybody shared these characteristics and these beliefs. So great game leaders share these core beliefs, and there are 6 of them. If I don't inform my people, someone else will. Given the opportunity, people want to learn the business. Provided the education, people can learn the business. Given the trust, people will make the right decisions for the business. Given the respect, people will contribute to the success of the business. And people should share in the rewards they help create. So with those beliefs, and just think about yourself for a minute, do any of those beliefs kind of resonate with you or not resonate with you? Are there some that you don't believe in? Then there's a quote down below that says, in addition to the company-related benefits, there is a personal benefit that trumps all the others. Hiding data and holding information close to the vest takes no minor amount of energy. I love the liberation I feel running the company in an open and transparent manner. There is a sense of pride. I sleep well at night, and that adds to my quality of life, which is no small thing. And that's Jeff Metzger, president of Kids First Sports Center and Gym Club. Then, furthermore, the 4 characteristics of a great leader in a great game company. There are 4, and there's a lot of overlap with these. But the first one is vulnerability, which sounds a little cheesy, but I am willing to ask for help. I always thought that I was pretty good at asking for help, but I guess it goes more it's more than that. It's also letting people do their job to completion and not micromanaging. Humility, I don't have all the answers. So that one is being humble enough to not answer everyone's question and kind of putting it back on them, especially if you don't have the answer. Putting it back on them to answer the question as if they were the owner of the company. Number 3 is servant leadership. I'm focused on the needs of the team and the company, not my own. Courage, I'm ready to open up and release control. So those are the 4 characteristics of a great game leader. Lastly, we talked about in the training, we talked about the GGOB 4 pillars of leadership. A leader must be a relationship builder. A leader must be a strategic thinker. A leader must be a change leader. I know there's a lot of talk about change management, but they changed it to a change leader. And a leader must be a talent developer. And Jack Stack, the creator of Great Game of Business, Open Book Management, his quote is, "To be a great leader, people need to trust you. They have to have confidence in you to be able to laugh with you. Those are the building blocks of long-standing relationships, which is what you need to build an organization. You need to build relationships with your associates, your customers, and your suppliers." He also goes on to say that that's the most important pillar because you're not going to be able to do any of the other 3 pillars unless you have a relationship. You can't. You probably could be a really good strategic thinker, but without relationships, you will be left behind. You're just going to be a lonely strategic thinker. I thought that was funny. All right, so that was basically the training, the recap of the training from today. One other thing that I want to share with you guys for today is that I completed the first email in the follow-up sequence that I was writing. There's a 6-day follow-up sequence. If you watch the channel, you know that our mini game right now at the agency is called Fishing for Clients. And I've been tasked with putting together the email sequence that goes out to people who download our lead magnets. And I want to read that to you here because it's a story-based email. It's day 1. It's kind of getting to know you for people that have just joined the list. Give me a second here. Okay, this is email 1, which is who are you? The subject is going to be, in short, online marketing helped me escape the restaurant business. It's like pretty dramatic there. Preview text, what I just shared is important because I believe everyone should be spending most of their time in their unique ability, as Dan Sullivan puts it. If everyone is focused on what they do best most of the time, a business can thrive with less drama and the owner can live a more balanced life. A few things about me personally. I'm the oldest son of Greek immigrants. Both parents were born in Greece, and I was born in Tarrytown, New York. I'm married to the woman I met back in 1999 at Syracuse University, and we have 2 smart, beautiful daughters. I'm obsessed with all things business, growth, and marketing. I used to own a restaurant with my family, and finally, I'm an avid golfer, and my handicap index just broke 10 for the first time. A quick story, I was managing the restaurant I owned with my dad, brother, and my mom and partners. Yeah, I know there was a lot of us, LOL. Having so many mouths to feed from just one location was the reason I started looking for ways to market the business and grow our revenue. In 2010, 5 years after we opened for business, we opened a second location. Then this happened. After 6 months of construction and 6 months of being open, serving guests, we had a falling out with our partners and we told them to buy us out. 6 years busting my ass in that business and I had less than nothing to show for it. Well, I did gain a few valuable skills along the way. And in every adversity, there is an equal or greater benefit, right? I contacted our attorney at the restaurant, the woman that helped us get our liquor license, and I asked if she needed help with her website. She said yes, and she became my first client. Now, 12 years later, I'm running my own marketing agency. I'm doing this because most entrepreneurs want to focus on what they do best, and they neglect the business and marketing side of things. This is super important to me because I love helping people crush the most common obstacle to growth, having a steady stream of opportunities and new clients. But more on that later. How about you? Can you relate to anything I shared? Hit reply to respond to me directly. I've got something cool to share with you tomorrow. Nick Kringus. So that email was based on the training I got from Russell Brunson, as I talked about in yesterday's video. He did a 5 7-day lead challenge, and he explains how to follow up with the people that download your lead magnet. And this is day 1. So as you can see, it was pretty story-based, just breaking the ice, telling them something about me personally, and then asking for engagement. So yeah, if you guys want to reply to me for anything that you saw in this video or in that email, you can do so at nkringas, KRINGAS, @gmail.com. So nkringas@gmail.com is where you can send any questions or comments. So that's it for today. Just remember, people support what they help create. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to reach out. You now have my email address. And thanks for watching.